The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And Walker's somebody who just impresses you every time he steps on the field. He's a guy who was the Walter Camp and Doak Walker Award winner his final collegiate season behind a 1,600-yard campaign. 300 carries or more, that wouldn't be unexpected in his first season in the NFL.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to Walker on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. From the 40 now on second down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll try for the first with Walker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Block now to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. From the 31, Locke. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete. Locke exits on 4th down as Seattle sends out Jason Myers. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Right back to Mitchell here, and he'll get a couple up to the 29. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And this complete to Mitchell. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. From the 41, Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. On first down, they're going option left. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
63 yards.
And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9. Lock setting up the screen here. This is Walker. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Lock to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
Here's Lance to throw it. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st down, Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They run over center with Mitchell.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 1-yard pickup.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So for Kyle Shanahan, he had it right, as the challenge is a good one. But once again, it's Mitchell to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
From the 36,
Lance got a man. That's Ayuk.
and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. And this offense on third down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Throw out wide to Walker. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing now is Locke. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield, here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Here's Locke. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call.
Roughing the tackle, defense.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down. To throw it is Locke. And he'll just get rid of it. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Locke going to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Locke again. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on second down. Locke. He completes this to Walker. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Block now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Locke, gotta have this one. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. To throw, it's Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the 49ers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.